So now I'm going to look at his feet, and he always wears a little Band-Aid here just to kind of give some padding, but there's nothing going on there. It just gets a little bit red. He has a little pressure area here. So Bill does have diabetes. I see him actually 4 or 5 weeks now, just to keep him maintained. I'm looking between his toes. It's a little moist in there. So just see that, and this Alessandra, who is doing the videotaping, is Bill's caregiver. So you could actually put some lamb's wool in there, which I could actually give you if you wanted, and only in between those 2 areas there. Otherwise, the hygiene looks good. And I'm going to, I have different methods here. This is also the first time I've been in this office. So everything is not in proper order yet, and we're just gonna go ahead. So I'm sitting on the floor. I hope to have a good podiatry chair one of these days, but I'm just sitting in my seat, and my stadium seat, which I love. And I'm going to spray with a little microcin. I usually use this afterwards, but you can use it before, from Sonoma Pharmaceutical Company, who are wonderful, and it kills all the germs and stuff. And so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to start with these nippers, which are straight back. It is straight edge here as opposed to curved, and I'm just going to go across bit by bit. Now I cut each toenail the way I feel that toenail needs to be cut. This one is straight across, and it's pretty normal, so I'm just cutting straight across. I will go back with the file later and smooth it out. This one, and you should, look underneath. I've done this so many times that I never really, knock on wood, I never cut anything underneath. I kind of feel with the lower part of the nipper where I'm at there. So, and this one, it's not straight across. This one's going to go down a little bit in this corner because that's the way that this nail needs to be cut. If this was straight across, that could potentially go into over there and cause a little problem. So I cut this one rounded, and then this one's another more like straight across one. Okay, and this, actually I'm not even going to cut that with this. It needs to be filed and thinned. And then I'm going to need to put arms here. So can you zoom in? Oh, well, I don't know how that works, but I gotta maneuver around here. So I'm using what do I call this? Oh, well, I'm holding
grip?
the what?
Your grip is different?
My backward grip. Okay, usually I'm gripping like this. This time I'm turning it around, facing it the other way, so I can get into this corner. And Bill, you let me know if your knee is uncomfortable, anything I do, okay? Usually.
Okay.
Okay, my aim is painless foot care, folks. That is the ultimate, painless and good and fast and efficient and all that stuff. So I've got it backwards, and I'm putting it to get into this corner a little bit, instead of going this way, which you can't get into the corner. So I don't know if I explained that very well, but there we go. So I'm just getting that little bit out, and then just most of this I'm going to be doing with the file. Yeah, even all that, there's little calloused areas in there. So I'm going to go to the file now, and again, I'm going to change this burr. This was brand new. I was just kind of trying things out. Here are some of these are my 3/32 inch burrs. These are very wonderful carbide burrs from Medical Company. And let me see, I don't know which one I'm going to use. I think I'll use this little one. I like this. Okay, this one is a little cone shape. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so we're going in there. All right. I so appreciate Alessandra videotaping this, because I've been trying to do it on my own and it just doesn't work. Okay. So I turned on the machine on the side. There's a button on the side here, a switch on the side, power switch, and then once it's on, you use the front to get it going. And it always starts, I think, at 6,000 RPMs. And this tells you it's going clockwise, so that is really awesome. So I'm going to turn it up. I go as fast as, oh wait a minute, that's the reverse, sorry. Okay, I told you. Okay, here we go. The vacuum part needs to go up all the way. So I'm putting the vacuum level up to 5. And then the RPM, oh, it's this one over here. Okay, here we go. So I'm taking this up to 40,000. And you can, listen, you can hardly hear, I mean, it's just fabulous. My other little rechargeable drill that I use most of the time only goes up to 30,000 RPM. So I use the highest speed that the bit will tolerate. So if I had a bigger bit, if I had one of these big Emery ones on there, you couldn't go 40,000. You could maybe go 20,000, if that makes any sense. The bigger the bit, the slower the RPMs. So you want to go as fast as you can, depending on the size of the bit that you've got. And 40,000 is perfect for this little one. Okay, so now I'm going down. This is a little vacuum thing here. Oh, this is the one that has a light on it, but I'm not going to. Now, is this light too distracting? Okay, I'm going to take off my headlamp so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, and I can see fine. Okay, now you can get back in on time. Okay, so we're going to take this. You okay there, Bill?
Yeah.
Okay. And I am just thinning and smoothing out the edge of this one here. That's it. Now in this one, I'm going to go, I'll try to do this. Okay. I'm going to go into this corner a little bit to get that smooth and thin and rounded. Okay. Okay, so that's that one. And now this one, the straight across one, I'm just going to I'm just smoothing it. It's like being a finished carpenter. This is finishing touches. If you didn't do it, probably most people would never know, but I like to have things thinned and smooth. Less chance of snagging and no pain. So this one, which you remember, I did not use any nipper on because it would have been painful. So I can disintegrate it with this wonderful carbide burr. A reach out or a thank you to Steve Wallace for all his help and support. Medicool is a wonderful company. They're in Los Angeles, and he's been so helpful and patient with me. Okay, so I'm thinning, and I'm not getting paid to say any of this by you guys. I'm just kind of thanking the people who have helped me. Multitasking here. Okay, so I'm thinning and smoothing. And I've done this so often, you know, I've done about 500,000 toenails, we figure, that I have a sense of how hard, you know, how to hold the toes. You want to hold them to position them, but you don't want to hold them too tight because it can be painful, especially if somebody has arthritis, which you often see. So Bill, any pain so far?
None whatsoever.
Okay, thank you. Testimonial from Bill. Okay, and I've been seeing Bill for many years now. A lot of years. Okay.
4 or 5.
Yeah. Okay, so this one I'm just going to kind of thin, go into this corner a little bit, go into this one. Oh, now I can do a technique I call up the inside. And so to get the inside of this corner, it's too awkward for me holding it this way. So I have figured out that if you put it in reverse, which is that button that way, and it goes anti-clockwise there, I can put my, okay, I can put my hand this way. I can see, so I'm doing it safer by going backwards up the inside of the nail. So I That's kind of the reason I chose this little thin bit. There's other ones, there's lots of different styles and shapes. So you have to kind of pick the appropriate bit for the job. And I'll use 3, 4, 5 bits on one person sometimes. So I've done as much as I can do with this bit. I may change to a different one in a minute. Now I'm going to
show us clockwise, counterclockwise.
Okay, so this is anti-clockwise. I love it's European, so it's anti-clockwise. Now I'm going to change. Oh, I hit this one to go clockwise. Okay, so now we're going clockwise, and then I go forward. Okay. Now, I could, if I was on my own, if it was a really busy day, I could do everything I need to do with him with this one burr. But for the sake of teaching, I am now going to change bits and use a diamond bit to do this callus on the side and to clean up. So in order to do that, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to push this forward, pull out the carbide. I kind of put it in my lap with my used instruments. And
I missed you taking it out.
that's okay. This isn't, yeah, it's casual. Because probably nobody's going to have this machine, so that's okay. So I am now going to use a diamond burr, and you know, my gloves has touched his feet, so I'm not going to touch a whole bunch of them. These have all been sterilized, so I'm just going to carefully pick out the one that I'm going to use. Everything has been sterilized in an autoclave. There's been a lot of comments about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or people have been asking on YouTube channel. Yeah, saying,
what do they think you just boil them or something?
I don't know what they think, to tell you the truth, but they are sterilized. So now
she sterilizes them. There's a big machine. It's over there.
Okay, all right. So now I'm going to turn it on. I don't know. Let me see here. So we're going to go on, and it's going 30,000 now. Oh, it adjusted itself. Okay, so 30,000. It sounds good. I knew it wouldn't go 40,000 or it shouldn't, because this burr is bigger than the other one. So 30,000 is appropriate. So now I'm going to go back. I can touch up any little callousy skin things that I see here. I'll go back to this one, and I'll finish this, because diamond or ruby, this actually might be a ruby. Diamond and ruby are very similar. They're
ruby just a red sapphire?
Something like that, yeah, but they're used for similar things, which is mostly, it's either soft nail or finishing touches on the nail. You don't want to thin down a big thick nail with this. It just wouldn't do a good job, and it would be, kind of make the life of the bit shorter, because it would not be good on the finish. So diamond and ruby are for soft nail and skin and callousy areas. So I'm just kind of, are we tickling you? You're okay? That was a tickle. Okay, it was a tickle. No pain. See? No pain. I tell you, I've seen just really scary videos out there of people doing foot care where their patients are like screaming, and I don't understand that. But anyway, this is painless. Okay, so we're touching up, just tap, tap, tap on little areas. Okay. And, okay, that one, don't have to do much on this one. And this is the one that I'm going to just get a little bit of this cuticle here. It's just kind of hanging out. Dry, smooth it down. And this is kind of a mushy, soft nail. So I am using this diamond or ruby bit, whatever it is, on the nail, but not really heavily, just kind of smoothing out this stuff. But here in this corner, ooh, there's that little skin tag. And I wish you could see it through someday we'll have to get a camera inside my magnifying glasses, because it's pretty amazing. Okay. And this is just really